welcome to I Can Make It with Simon and Samantha and Callistus. We are grateful. Thank God for today is another day that God has made. We rejoice and be glad in it. Every time we come and we talk about you can make it, it's because we believe. If I believe, I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And it's only the living that can praise God. The dead person cannot praise God. So you are welcome to life. And today we are going to be discussing a lot. And my brother Callistus is here and he'll be sharing with us great things, that the things we need to learn, lessons we learn in life, so that we can make progress and not live our life in regret. Making progress is necessary. Life is progressive. And when you are not making progress, you'll be entering into regret. But there are lessons that you are supposed to learn as you go, because life is a journey. And in this journey, we call it journey to success. You are welcome. Hello, Callistus.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So excited to be here again.
Okay.
All right. Hello, everyone. Yeah. So welcome to school.
Yeah.
Life is school generally. All right. Yeah. Life is school.
Mm-hmm.
So for every day you wake up, there are lessons to learn, so that you can
Make
be
progress.
what you can make progress. All right. So today there are lessons we want to teach you so that you will not regret. All right. Yeah. Because he said if you don't progress, then regret will be
Inevitable.
the result. All right. The first lesson we have here for you today is this: that you owe yourself success and achievement. Nobody owes you anything, not even your parents or the government owes you anything. So this lesson is simply saying that you are responsible for yourself. You are responsible for your success. You are responsible for your progress. You are responsible for your forward movement. All right? So don't just sit back there and be waiting for the government. Yes, we know government is supposed to be responsible for you. Government is supposed to provide basic amenities, infrastructures, and all that. But if they don't, while you are waiting, stand up and do something. You are responsible for what? For yourself. In fact, you are even directly responsible to yourself. Those are two different things. Being responsible to yourself and being responsible for yourself. All right. So if you are waiting for your parents, if you are waiting for the government, you may not make that move. All right. So move on. Stand up and be responsible for yourself. Be responsible for every action you take. You need to give account of yourself. Every day as you rise up, at the end of the day, you need to take stock.
Yeah. It's
Yes,
very
you do,
important.
yes, you do a stock, you know, a stock taking, a stock checking, and ask yourself, what have I achieved today? What progress have I made today? What difference have I made today? What move have I made today? If you are able to give yourself this account, if you are able to answer these questions, then you know that you are making progress.
Wow. It's very important. I can make it. I believe I can make it. But look at what he said. You owe yourself success. Now, how do you move in life? Because we talk about life is progressive. I want to give you a clear example. If you have a child, and after 2 years, that child is still trying to crawl, you know you are in for serious business. Now, the serious business is that you need to put a lot of energy, strength, and you begin to do a lot of checkup to know and follow up why is this child still trying to crawl when he's supposed to be in school. Now, progress is a necessary ingredient for you to have fulfillment in life. Many times, the reason why a lot of people are afraid of death is because they know that they've not fulfilled the reason why they are here. When you find your joy, you find satisfaction, you find fulfillment, dying is not a problem. The reason is that anyone that is living knows he's going to exit here one day. But another thing you must know, that you owe yourself success. The success, the tomorrow you are looking at, is pregnant today. And what you do today is a determinant factor of what you deliver in another 9 months' time. Now, if you don't do anything today, there will be no delivery for you. A lot of us are looking for a great future. We have a great dream. I want to tell you, take in today so that you can deliver in the future. That baby you want to see that become an adult, that become mature, that bring out the best, you need to know that you need to take in so that you can deliver in the process of time. So you owe yourself success and an achievement. You need to achieve. Nobody owe you anything. It's very important for you to know that nobody owe you anything. Now, when you have that mentality that you owe yourself success, nobody owe you anything. You can grow. You can become a very strong person.
That's right.
You have a determination that whatever it is in your hand must live, must not die. That is how you go. But when you begin to say, my parents owe me. Do you know what I used to tell my mom? I will call my mom and I will tell my mom that, hey, mommy, thank you for not aborting me when I was a child. Thank you when you don't abort me. Now, if you want to make a demand, you think that because your parents bring you to this life, they owe you something. No, they don't owe you nothing. That they brought you here, they've achieved. But, you know, for you to sustain and maintain, to retain that which your parents has done, you just need to take responsibility.
That's right.
Now, if the government, if somebody, the money that is supposed to be used for infrastructure, somebody stole the money. Now, without account for the rest of my life, is that what, in fact, when I get to the end of my life, will I say because somebody stole and we're waiting for you? No. Life doesn't wait for anybody. You must make use of what you have. Yes, the man stole. Let him be responsible. Me that I did not steal, let me go and walk. Yes. Because there's a law in life. Yes, he that does not walk, let him not eat. So I'm not going to wait for you. I'm not going to join you in the complaint. Yes, a government is supposed to provide infrastructure. Now this one, he has not provided any. Yes. Am I going to sit down here and wait? I remember a story in the Bible. He said, why sit we here until we die? Until we perish. The government did not do anything. Everybody that's supposed to help didn't do anything. Yes. They asked themselves, and they were told that they were lepers. Yes. They were told that they could not help themselves, but they asked a question, why? I'm going to ask you today, why are you where you are? Where do you want to be tomorrow? Why are you sitting down? Why are you lying down? Why are you doing as if something is doing you? That is saying you need to do something about yourself. That's because right. There is something I know about life. If you don't do something about life, life will do something with you. You either become a testimony or you become a byword. That's right. Don't stay there and say, oh, the government did not do anything. That's Let them be responsible, because a man cannot vomit what he has not eaten. That's you right. need to know that the government, your parents, they've done their worst. But God will do his best for you. Right. So you just need to rise up. Don't sit down and be complaining. Oh, the economy is bad. Oh, this one did not do this. Oh, this one did not do this. Let me tell you something. Take responsibility. Because until you take responsibility, you will not be responsible.
That's right. You know, as we're talking, I'm just thinking that the same time, do you know that the same time with which you make complaints, you make excuses, is the same time that with which you can do something, actually. It's the same time that you can sit down and think of something that will better your life.
Yeah.
It's the same time that you can think and write, about something, you know. It's the same time with which, you can just move and just do something. So what we're saying is, stop the excuses. Nobody owes you anything. Success should be yours if you are responsible for yourself. Stop giving excuses and stop waiting, because like you will see as we're going to teach one of the lessons, time does not wait for anybody. So you can make it. We all can make it together if we decide to think that success is our responsibility. All right. Wow, that's quite interesting. Right?
Yeah.
So we're going to lesson number two for this episode. All right. So it says spirituality makes you wiser and stronger. Say some people take spirituality for granted. That is why half of them are mentally broke. What we're saying is that spirituality affects your mind. It affects the way you think. If you are a deep spiritual person, your mind will be renewed. And because man is a spirit, man always has a vacuum that is longing for a spiritual God or something. So we are saying that you must connect with a spiritual thing, all right? So if you are not spiritual, then your mind will not be renewed, because your mind must be in touch with your spirituality. Your mind must be in tune with your spirituality. It is your spirituality that determines how renewed your mind is. So if you show me a spiritual person, I will show you a man whose mind is renewed.
Wow.
And it's only renewed mind that can make progress. It's only renewed mind that can make things happen. It's only renewed mind that can make a difference. I'm sure you have heard it, that to be spiritually minded is life and is peace. But to be carnally minded all right, is what? Is
Death.
death. So don't just sit down there and think that you're not going to be spiritual. You're not going to be you're not going to worship. That is a true one living God that created every being. You must connect to that God, so that you can begin to think along. You can begin to think, because they say out of the abundance of the mind of the heart, the mouth will speak. If you don't believe in anything, you cannot speak. You must believe in something. And once you believe in that thing, then you are able to speak what you believe in, and then you're able to live the life that you speak.
No,
What do you think, sir?
That's great.
Yes.
You know, as we were talking, what came to my mind that your spirituality
Yes.
should lead to your productivity. When somebody said he's spiritual, he should be able to show us his productivity through his spirituality. Spiritual laziness leads to mentally broke. When a man is mentally broke, he's lazy spiritually. When a man is broke, he's lazy spiritually, because everything you see
Spiritual.
came from the spirit, including television we are watching, the clothes you wear, everything.
Spiritual
That
was
house, yeah,
taught
that
from that,
house, that house that you want to build, you link it this way, it has to exist in the spirit.
Spiritual.
And once you can connect with it spiritually, then you are finished before you start.
That's right.
That makes you finish before you start. So the truth of it is that, and when you have done your work here, you die finish. You don't just die. No. When you are living here, you are a finished person. You have finished your job.
Empty.
And you die empty. So it's very important, as a man, as a woman, as married couple, what is your level of spirituality is determined by your physical productivity. Look at God. So spiritual, he created the world. Look at you. How spiritual you are, look at the way your life is going. Your spirituality should lead to your productivity. Your spirituality it talks us about your vision, your goal, your agenda. What are your plans? Listen to me. If you give a spiritual man 2 fish, he will get 2 baskets. Many.
Very productive.
Productive. Spirituality leads to increase. But when you are spirituality and you are broke, you are living in penury, it is spiritual bankruptcy and laziness. So when you tell me you pray, when you pray, is that you might be delivered from the prey of life. You will be delivered from the prey of life.
Right.
When you become a prey after prayer, it's because you are not spiritual enough. And spirituality is not in anointing oil. It's not in how many bottles you bath. Come on now. When you use those bottles, you come out wet. But when you are spiritual, you come out strong. Look at what it said. Your spirituality should make you wiser. When you are spiritual, you are wise.
Wisdom.
You are wise. Wise in your dealing. Wise in your transaction. You hide and flourish when you are spiritual. You know when to come out. You know what to do. That is why you need to be led by the Spirit. When a man is led by the Spirit, the physical man cannot find him. They say, where is he? He say he has just left here before the thing happened. Why? He's so spiritual that he has a spiritual antenna. Let me tell you, if you don't have this decoder, go get one. Because without the decoder, you will not understand the code that I'm using. Your spirituality should lead to your sensitivity and your
That's right.
productivity.
You know, as we're saying that, I also remember that your spirituality will make you creative.
Yes, sir.
God is spirit, and he's very creative. He created the whole world.
And it's not stranded.
And it's not stranded.
And the spiritual man cannot
It's
be
stranded.
stranded.
That's
You
right.
can't be stranded
That's
by
right.
the reason of your spirituality.
That's right.
Get spiritual
Yes.
so that you can live stranded and stagnation.
Free life.
You will live a free life and live in abundance.
All
Get
right.
spiritual.
Okay, so just one more thing, that the spiritual man is a man of purpose. Why? Because you have been spiritually created for a purpose. You are here to solve a problem. You are here on earth for an assignment. And so except you get spiritual, you may not get to connect with what that purpose is. But the spiritual man knows what his assignment is, and he knows how to go about
Yeah.
that assignment.
So it's very
Wow.
important for you to be spiritual.
Spiritual.
It's very important. So don't let your spirituality lead to your wisdom.
Yes.
And your spirituality should make you strong.
Strong.
And your spirituality should also deliver you from mentally stagnation. You should not be under tribulation. because you are spiritual. Every time, the only time you get spiritual, you are always saying they are pursuing me. Listen to me. When you are spiritual, you pursue them.
Yes.
Yes. When you are
conquer,
spiritual,
you
you
overcome.
pursue, you
Yes.
pursue them.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you pursue them. You are no longer. They're not pursuing. Say, I dream.
Yes,
They are pursuing me. No. You just get up and you start pursuing them. They are the one going to be running from you,
That's
not you running from them.
That's right.
Get spiritual and live that life that you can make it, you can succeed, you can break through.
That's right.
Now let's take one more.
All
Before
right,
we
so
call
we'll
it.
take one more lesson. Wow, I liked that one. Wow, get spiritual. All right, so number 3 lesson for today is this. It says, life of others will continue without you. Did you hear that? Other people's lives, they will continue without you. So don't get stuck. We say here, come on, move on. All right, what are we saying? We're saying that, look, don't get stuck there because you lost one relationship or because one friend left your life or something left your life. You need to move on. The reason why that thing left your life is because you don't need it after all. I'm telling you, yes, check it out. The reason why that girl, that man, that colleague or that general manager or that staff or whatever left is because that person
It's not part of your journey.
Not part of your journey.
It's not part of your
Yes,
journey.
because along this life, we started by saying that this life what is a journey, and through this life you need to be learning lessons. Now, besides learning lessons, there are people who are your classmates in this lessons that you're learning. Yes,
Yeah.
classmates. All right. So some of them will drop out, just like the regular school. Some of them will drop out. Some of them will come in. All right. So the lesson is that your life must continue. Don't think that other people's life ended, then yours should also end. No, your own must continue because you have a different assignment. You have a different destination. Your vision is different. Maybe yours is longer, maybe yours is shorter, but it's entirely different. And your mission, how to get to that vision, is quite, different. So move on. Forget about the past, okay? Forget about that relationship that terminated. Forget about that job that you lost. Forget about that maybe mother that died or father that died. Just forget, just let things pass, okay? Yes, we understand you are going through something. We want to tell you today, go through that thing. Because if you keep going through that thing, you will eventually get through. Yes, you will get through it. All right? Don't get stuck in that thought that you lost some money. Yes, I'm going to speak to you, somebody here. I just got inspired to tell you, maybe you have lost money in a particular business. You have lost certain things in there. Please move on, okay? Move on. I'm telling you, most times, that one thing that you lost, all right, you are going to get 5 better replacements. That money that you lost, if you stay and you keep moving on, you are most likely to get some 5 times returns back on that one. All right? So we want to tell you, move on. Don't let other things that die, don't let other things that stop your own life. Your life must keep moving.
So we say today,
Yes.
until we see you in our next edition, this is Simon and Samantha and Kalisi say you can make it. And what we leave you with today is move on. Don't stay, just move on.
on.
Until we see you again, God bless you.